Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this brand new month. It is March 1st. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for starting some of your day off with us here. We are kicking off today's show with the second part of the interview with the executive chef from Bob's Steak and Chop House at the Omni Hotel in Nashville. I look forward to hearing more from him and what they have to offer there at the Steakhouse. Also this morning, we sit back down with Tom Adkinson, our Tennessee traveler. You can find all of his articles at Main Street Nashville. But today he is talking to us about an extremely special spot here in Tennessee. I'm talking about the Elephant Discovery Center and Elephant Sanctuary. It is, like I said, a very special spot in Hohenwald, Tennessee. And then we wrap out today's show with our Wednesday workout. We visit Sanctuary on Main once again, but this time we stop in to talk with the yoga instructor to learn what the benefits of yoga happen to be and why so many people are turning to yoga for their fitness. But first, let's get a look at our headlines. 4 men will be appearing in court after a multi-agency investigation resulted in the arrest of the men in Sumner County, who are all seeking illicit sex, one of which was attempting to have sexual relationships with a minor child. The primary goal of the sting was to find individuals seeking to commit sexual acts against minor children. All 4 men are scheduled to appear in court on March 15th. You can read more by going to thehendersonstandard.com. That's the hendersonvillestandard.com. The annual Long Time Rodeo will remain in Murfreesboro at MTSU's Stefanie Miller Coliseum. Now, thanks to a new collaboration between the Community Foundation of Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee State University, the show will go on. The inaugural Community Foundation of Rutherford County Rodeo will have a 2-night run, March 3rd and 4th. For more information and full details on the rodeo, visit murfreesboropost.com. So a drive-in theater could be in the future for Robertson County. I love this. Springfield native Michael Crawley is the person working to make this happen. Now, in 2020, Crawley purchased several pieces of property in Coopertown, initially to just hold for an investment. Well, once he realized that the location would be perfect for a drive-in, he decided to move ahead with that. You can read more about the timing, why it couldn't be better, and the other reasons that he is trying to make a drive-in in Robertson County a reality by going to robertsoncountyconnection.com. If all goes according as planned, he hopes to officially open the drive-in by late 2023. All right, let's get a check of that forecast with Justin Kulik, what we can expect a little bit later this afternoon, and hopefully a fun fact about our state.
Oh, I honestly, I was going to go with a joke today, but I will go with the fun fact for Tennessee. And what it is, did you know that cotton candy was invented in Tennessee?
I did not know that. Please tell me where.
Oh, Cotton Town? I really don't know.
Oh, no, my gosh. I'm going to have to look it up. By the time you're done with your weather.
Right. Exactly.
I will have it. I will have that answer.
I was not expecting the follow-up.
Oh. Totally good. You tell us about the weather and I'll have the location.
Perfect. Sounds great. So, yes, your weather for today is going to be a high 79, a mix of clouds and sun in the morning, followed by cloudy skies during the afternoon. There may be straight thunderstorms here and there. But as we go into the night, it'll be 57, still not too bad, but the chance of rain is 100%. So, don't go outside when it's dark out. But that's your weather for today.
Thank you. I don't know if this is correct or not, but I see that it says Nashville, Tennessee.
No. Really?
No,
I'm saying like that's really cool.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Nashville, Tennessee. I want to read a little bit more about the history now of cotton candy. How cool is that? Justin, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, coming up now, we are going back over to Devon O'Day and John Dwyer and their sit down with the executive chef at Bob's Steak and Chop House at the Omni Hotel in Nashville.
When did you start being a chef? When was that pull for you?
Oh, that calling was young. I grew up in a family of horticulture and greenhouse and the growing business, mainly producing residential and commercial greenhouses. And so I grew up canning and making jellies and jams with my mom, and and then around the holidays doing all the different the meals. We were just, the life lived in the kitchen. That's just where we were.
You were allowed to be in there and help out and all.
Oh,
My
yeah,
mom
yeah.
said, you can help me by getting out of the kitchen, John.
Yeah.
That's what I was told.
No, but those Italian moms, they want to teach. They pass it down. They pass it down.
Yeah, definitely. And then when I was 18, I went to University of Maryland Educational System. I thought I was going to be an engineering student. I got a wonderful advisor in my second semester that showed me the very similar paths of taking raw material and creating a plan and producing and then having an end result. But instead of having to wait 3 years, I got to do that in 30 minutes.
Oh,
now, you folks, I became a chef, and everything went out the window, and that was that. So I was very lucky. I was 19. I was in my sophomore year. I had just finished my freshman year, and I had an advisor that said, "Hey, look, we have a culinary program. You seem like you're always smiling when you're talking about food. Why don't you try it?" And that's all it took.
Good deal.
Isn't that the great? You're always smiling when you're talking about food. I think that's a key for what if you're going to find your passion job. Whatever makes you smile when you do it. You know, if it's legal, I suggest do that.
And you can pass a drug test. Yeah, no, that's good. You know, I love to talk. One of my patented questions on here with Devon is talking about culture and the team aspect, and to run something like this day in and day out, and to higher up on the flagpole, stiff for the wind. I mean, you've got a lot of responsibility, but clearly you have a great culture in back of house. Yes.
Well, thank you. We try to do that. Yes, and I have a great team. Both Omni and Bob's have a great partnership. We always are looking at how we can create a better environment, a more professional environment, but not eliminate the smiles and the passion and the fun, because that is a lot of the reason why all of us got into this was to have that connection and to be able to, push yourself and challenge yourself. I look at it as a new puzzle every day. And how do we work together to solve today's puzzle? And it's been an amazing journey of 20 some odd years now all over this world and working for great companies and with great people from all different backgrounds, from different countries, different economic, upbringings. It's been a lot of fun. And it was the silver lining I never knew existed, was how much I was going to be able to be introduced to the world working in 4 walls for 10 to 12 hours a day. But
I feel like I'm listening to a TED Talk. You're like really great at this. I talk to a lot of chefs because I love food and I love foodies, but you are so good at this. I want to ask you, in your kitchen, are there any job openings? Because I know we have a really great school here in town, the Randy Rayburn School of Restaurateurship. Anyway, are there any openings in your kitchen or in your restaurant?
We're always looking for employment, both here at Bob's and Omni. And I don't say that because we're always looking to fill positions that we don't. But we are always looking to create opportunities for people to succeed at both of our companies. So we always appreciate anybody applying, whether we have a job posting available or not. We're a very large company with a lot of locations. So, if you're willing and you're looking to experience something different, there's always a way to find a home for you with here at Omni or Bob's. And so we tell everybody, please don't be afraid. Even if you don't see an ad, we're always looking to promote the next person, to move on, to give them the new experience. And the only way to do that is to have people waiting to take their spot. And so, we really work hard as a company to try to find people like-mindedness and that are really looking to be all in on our brand and really kind of take the reins and run with it. This field is so open to wherever you want to go in life, and however you want to live your life. And we really think that we can make that happen for a lot of different people here at Omni. So
they're lucky to have you.
Well, thank you, sir.
You're not going to get a raise out of it. They don't care what I think, but I'm just telling you.
I'm lucky to find a company that thinks the same way, and it's one of those things that when you find a passion and you can do it every day and you can find somebody that shares those same ideals, it makes your day a lot easier. And no matter what the challenge is, you're going to be able to meet it and have people that are willing to rise the tide with you instead of fight against you.
That's amazing. Well, if food makes you smile, whether you're eating it or whether you're preparing it, there's a place for you at Bob's Steakhouse. There's a table waiting.
Please
Keep smiling.
don't forget to make reservations. We always appreciate it.
Again, it's always a treat to see the interviews done by Devon and John. Always interesting. Thank you guys for that one. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. When we come back, we have our Tennessee traveler. We have Tom Adkinson with us, who is talking to us about the Elephant Discovery Center and Sanctuary in Hohenwald, Tennessee.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Elephants, some of the most majestic and beautiful creatures out there. And did you know there is a spot right here in Tennessee where you can learn all about elephants? To tell us more about that, we have Tom Adkinson with us, the traveler from our Main Street, Nashville. You know, Tom, I absolutely love this, and I love that it's so close. Hohenwald, Tennessee. Did I say that right? I'm from Tennessee, and I always get nervous when I try to pronounce Hohenwald. But you have the
good German name, Hohenwald. You did fine.
Oh, good. We have the Elephant Sanctuary there, as well as the Discovery Center, which is a great trip as people are getting ready to make plans for spring break. So first off, Tom, thank you so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
So tell us about this. You've obviously made a visit. This is where this picture came from. What can we experience when we go out to Hohenwald?
There are two places, one of which is for humans.
Okay.
And one's for elephants. The in-town one in Hohenwald, right in the middle of the town, is the Elephant Discovery Center.
Okay.
And related to it, out in the woods someplace, they don't make a big deal about where it is the Elephant Sanctuary. And the sanctuary is exactly that. It's a place for the elephants that they can be by themselves. So when you go down to Hohenwald to learn about elephants, you're not going to see or pet or feed an elephant. You're going to go to the Elephant Discovery Center and learn all about them. The Discovery Center is set up so that it has a series of 14 remote cameras out in the sanctuary. And the staff can, as they say, we can almost always find elephants live for people to see on their video system. And as they also say, we might find one and then the elephant might just wander away out of the camera range. They do what they want to do. And that's the whole idea.
Yeah. Well, that is their home. Again, Hohenwald is now the home. The sanctuary is for the elephants. What I loved about the article that people will find, and which is why, again, we want to share this here. Of course, the article, Tennessee Traveler, there in Main Street, Nashville, about the sanctuary as well as the Discovery Center. But what I found fascinating is you start off your article by saying people from, Malaysia, Greeks and Israelis, Egyptians, they probably know Hohenwald better than what we do right here in Tennessee.
The reason is that the staff there is that they are educators, and they get inquiries from school teachers all over the world.
Wow.
And they'll set up a video conference and talk to the kids about the elephants that they have, that they're protecting and serving now. And they are teachers. And it's to me, it's just absolutely hilarious that kids in as you said, Malaysia or
Yes.
Greece or Israel are seeing elephants roaming around the countryside in Middle Tennessee.
That is super cool. And again, as we're talking and you're watching this, if you have not yet set up a trip, or maybe if you have and you want to maybe redirect, head over to Hohenwald. It's a day trip here in Tennessee and surrounding areas. Tom, share with us with the elephants where they come from. How have they made their way to the sanctuary there?
They were in private ownership at some point,
Mm.
a private zoo. There's sometimes where people just own an elephant, and then they get to a point where they don't want it anymore. They can't handle it anymore. And circuses and traveling shows. So a variety of sources. Right now, last time I checked, the sanctuary had 9 elephants. It has had a peak of 19.
Wow.
And over its years of being in operation has housed close to 40 animals. And it really is an interesting animal service place. One of the funny things on the videos, elephants are there. They are out browsing up to 20 hours a day, I'm told.
Really?
You see on video, there'll be a white-tailed deer just walk behind them, or a coyote come through the same screen. And elephants are pretty blasé about their new neighbors. They don't care.
They just live so peacefully. Again, my favorite creature on the earth is an elephant. So, and I am just mad at myself for not going to make a visit to learn even more. What was something that surprised you, I guess, more than anything else as you had your visit there in Hohenwald?
Well, everybody knows that elephants are big.
Yeah.
But there's a mural right out on one of the exterior walls at the Discovery Center of outlines of 3 elephant species. And I'm 6'4", and I stood right up to the wall and reached as high as I could, and I couldn't touch the top of the shoulder of one of those elephants. The scale of them is just amazing. That is one thing. And then the other is a pretty neat thing inside. There's an audio display with the different noises that elephants make when they're communicating. Mm-hmm. And an African elephant doesn't sound like an Asian elephant, and any other kind. So indeed, the audio part of it is really, I thought, was a real tickle. And it also proves that there are scientists who know and study and can communicate these things and say, well, that noise means this, and that noise means that. And it's just great that we are able to know this much about such a wonderful species of animals.
And again, still blows my mind that it's right there here in the state of Tennessee, Hohenwald, which is fascinating. How did this get going? Who started this, and why did they do this here in our state?
It was an individual, and the incentive was available land, as I understand it. They have 3,000 acres to work with, and then the actual need. There's some of these animals that really needed the sanctuary.
Right.
So indeed, it was a function of need and desire, and 3,000 acres to roam around in.
Well, again, I'm being told that we need to wrap this up, but I would love to continue talking. But you know what? Everyone and anyone who's watching this, share this. And if not this, make sure that you're going to Main Street Nashville to read Tennessee Traveler, one of the latest ones being about the Elephant Sanctuary and Discovering Center there in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Is there anything else that we need to know before we make a trip out there?
A fun thing is that Hohenwald is not far off from the Natchez Trace Parkway.
Okay.
So you could combine part of your day trip down there by scooting down the Natchez Trace Parkway, seeing some of the prettiest country in the Southeast. And remember, on the Parkway, obey the speed limits, because you're driving on federal property and you don't want a federal driving ticket.
That is a ticket you do not want. Tom Adkinson, thank you so much, our Tennessee Traveler. We love checking in with you. Until the next time next week, thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.
Keep traveling.
Yes, sir. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Being Wednesday, it's time for our Wednesday workout. Today, we're looking at a yoga class in the Queen City. It's at Sanctuary on Main, and that is where I met up with yoga instructor Rose Avila. She talks to me about the benefits of yoga and what her participants see and what they say about the class.
Yoga is very much here in this studio at Sanctuary on Main, a therapeutic-based practice. So not only do we have lots of movement, lots of active classes and things of that sort, but we really are taught here, the majority of us teachers and instructors, how to teach therapeutically, how to bring in and incorporate an abundance of yoga props to support your body where it's needed, how to understand the body has had trauma within it and where it holds it, and how we can not force the trauma out of the body, but even as a child when we ride our bikes and we fall down, we scrape our knee, that's trauma. And so, well, how do we support our knee as an adult now in this practice to find better space, to let go of that, to create more strength and stability within ourselves? So the majority of us teachers are trauma-based, we're therapeutic-based, so we really want to support the individual client's body in growing where they are and awareness there. And then from there, what are the next steps to create more space within the body to feel a lot better for yourself within yourself? What I usually teach are a little bit older in age, and so older and younger. And so it is from about 50-ish to 70-ish age group. And so what I like to do with this group is I really enjoy having them continue to find mobility and flexibility within themselves. And it's not that we can take it further, because they can if their body allows them to, but it's keeping that regular functioning of their body within themselves in different ways. So this group that I teach usually do come see me 3 to 4 times a week, and we work on different things. So on Mondays at 10:30, it's all about joint mobility, finding one of those areas that we didn't realize that are a little lacking in it. Tuesdays, we get more of a deeper stretching with a little bit of movement, and Thursdays, it's more therapeutic based. So we check in with the ailments of the body, see how far that our body wants to go, and where we are finding that edge and stopping there. And so it helps you understand what is going on and where your limitations can be let go of, and so you can exceed that to find a better healthy body for you. And it doesn't have to be fast active movement, it can be slow gentle movement, it can be no movement at all, but giving yourself the moment of intention to be intentional during your practice. I'm going to be intentional when I put right foot in front of left. I'm going to be intentional when I stand up nice and tall. So the practice physically can do that for you. It brings that awareness, that little bit of information into the body to say, let's be intentional, and how you can take your practice from your mat, whether it be physically, emotionally, mentally, and you take it with you throughout the rest of your day, the rest of your life. So in a physical aspect, I love to share with my clients is, if we're standing nice and tall, why can't you stand nice and tall in the grocery store when you're on the cart? Why not in Target when you're on the cart or you're looking at something? Instead, our body goes into this relaxed slump. Why can't we still be relaxed while standing nice and tall? A lot of clients have shared with me how when they first come in, it's the fear of the unknown. They don't know what to expect. They don't know who's going to be surrounding them, who's going to be looking at them, what is this teacher going to ask me to do? Because a lot of times, and nothing is wrong with this, a lot of people go to YouTube or they go to, Instagram videos or whatever it may be, which is fantastic. But when you come into a yoga practice, especially here, you get a whole different feeling. And from their very first day of practice to, let's say, about 4 weeks later, 1 month, they have seen the difference in how as soon as they get here, they're so stressed out. They have all this anxiety of just getting here, of just getting through practice to get here. They get here and they feel this instant sense of calm, like I made it, I'm peaceful, I can be here.
I have to thank Rose for her time once again. I personally do enjoy yoga, and I know many others out there do as well. If you have a workout or fitness location that you would like for us to try out and share right here on Mornings on Main Street, please let me know. You can message me through Facebook, Instagram, or send me an email. You'll have that email at the end of the show today. We have more coming up on Mornings on Main Street right after this.
Here at the Journey Louis team with Benchmark Realty, we pride ourselves on the service that we provide our clients.
We believe in delivering a level of service that is above and beyond what is expected.
We don't cut corners, and we are always available. We are committed to learning and continuously sharpening our skills.
We're social media experts, we're tech savvy, and we embrace change.
It is our unending desire to be our client's realtor for life. We are the Journey Louis team, leading you home.
At Miss Lou Steele's, we go for apple pie. A place that feels like a home away from home. A comfortable place to bring your family from out of town. It's a place where great conversations are had. It's a place where you can shop 200 small businesses in one location. It's a place for you to shop for gifts for any occasion or just to treat yourself. Come on down to Miss Lou Steele's. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, you guys. So if you have a birthday or anniversary, send it to us right here at Mornings on Main Street so we can call you out on your special day and say happy birthday or happy anniversary. Just send your name and where you're from right here to smiller@mainstreetmediatn.com. We would love to recognize you on your special day. Looking at our national days today, I love this one because I love this particular food. It is National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. So creamy or nutty, I love both. I don't know about you, but a couple fun facts for you peanut butter lovers out there. Did you know it takes about 540 peanuts to make a 12-ounce jar of peanut butter? Yep, that's fact. And then Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, it was introduced to America in 1928. I had no idea. Who invented it? Well, Harry Burnett Reese. I think that's pretty cool. I have to say it is my snack of choice. And if I don't have a utensil, I will find what I can today. It was a plastic knife. That's what I'm using as my utensil to eat my peanut butter with for my snack today. All right. I just hope you guys have a fantastic Wednesday. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning. Until then, have a blessed day.